Hi, I'm Dan Harr with Music News Nashville, and I'm here with Mike Magno, lead singer of the band The Villains, and extraordinary solo artist in his own right. Welcome, Mike.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, pretty good, thank you. One of the first things I wanted to ask you is that difference between being in a band and being a solo artist. You've had both experiences. Can you tell me a little bit about the ups and downs between both?
Yeah. I would go less on the ups and downs and say that I have the pleasure of wearing different hats for all the projects that I'm in. The Villains are cool because we're a bunch of friends, drinking buddies, movie fanatics, geeks, who basically, when we need to go out and promote the Villain stuff, we get together and rock out under that hat. When I put on my solo singer-songwriter / Magno hat, I have a little bit more freedom to express my stuff, and it's not in a certain parameter or a certain format.
A little bit more control.
Yeah.
For your own.
Control and liberty, for that matter.
Yeah.
So, and I enjoy it. It's cool to be able to play. It's just some of the Villains also playing the Magno project, and it's fun because they also get to change hats with me whenever we need to do that. So
very cool.
Yeah.
So being an artist and with a band or solo artist, you've been on the road.
Yeah.
And being on the road means you have both great stories and those horror stories that everybody has.
Yes.
I want to hear an example of each. I want to hear some of the best memories you have, as well as that one story that really stands out.
I'm going to start with the bad one first, since the first thing that comes to mind when I say bad horror story is walking into a hotel, going cross country from like Denver to, I want to say, Wichita, doing a show with Kenny Thomas, a good friend of mine. Walk into a non-chain hotel and see a big sign right before we get into our hotel rooms that says, "No cleaning of game allowed in hotel rooms."
And we're not talking Xbox.
No, I'm not. No cleaning of not your Xbox or not your iPod or whatever.
In other words, don't dress your deer out in our motel room.
I grew up on a beach, so I had no idea. I've skinned fish, but I've never gutted a deer or skinned a I don't know.
I'm guessing they've had that experience, hence the sign.
Exactly. So,
which means, did they clean the sheets or not?
Yeah. Well, you never know how many roaches you're going to count in a when you open the hotel door room and there's this slight funk in the air. So,
yeah. The best stories.
Best stories.
Best memories.
I would have to say, I will clump them into probably a top 3. Not every person in my position playing music gets to meet a president. So I got to meet George W. Bush when I was out touring with Cornbread, and we got to not only play for him. I was probably from here to about 10 feet away playing in front of Dick Cheney as well.
Oh my!
Yeah. So got to tour the Pentagon and support troops playing music. So got to do that. Got to go to Europe doing the same thing. So Spain and Italy, Portugal and France.
Military bases?
Military bases, playing for the troops. It's always definitely gratifying and in support of the troops to thank them and see them smile through the gift of music. And probably last, again, as a hired gun, I played the Grand Ole Opry, and that's kind of like church.
Oh, it is.
Whether you play rock and roll or country or R&B or whatever, going to a place that is that full of history.
That's where the weight of the music world really sits on your shoulders, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like, and being on TV and being recorded, those performances were broadcast again overseas for the troops. So
fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, I know one of the things you are into these days is mentoring children in music and teaching them vocals, teaching them musicians. Yeah. So if you can tell me some about that.
Sure. I am a vocal coach at the School of Rock in Atlanta, and just took a new position as director for what they call the Little Wing program, which is coaching 4- and 5-year-olds. I've been with that company for a few years now, and I always tell people this, I never thought in 100 years I would teach.
Right.
But here I am, lo and behold, teaching kids 4 years old to 17-year-old kids to basically sing. I'm showing them how to breathe correctly, how to stand correctly, things that I know that I would teach. I'm certainly not the authority, but I'm glad to share what I know, and seeing that I'm paid to do that, I've had some pretty neat successes showing those things to kids, and you know, successes being the parents thanking me at the end of 16 weeks when their kid is up in a show going, "Oh my gosh, my son or daughter, we never knew that they had this talent hiding inside of them." And it's really, again, it's a big surprise to think that, hey, I showed them how to do that. You know?
Now, I know when we were kids, you sat down at your piano lesson and you talked for an hour that you played this song, etc. Is it that? Are you still teaching that way, or is it a different environment?
Man, I mean, growing up as a kid today, while there is so much technology in front of you, I think that's also the biggest distraction, is that, you know, kids, thank God, they still want to be in bands and they still want to learn how to play guitar and keyboard and sing, but you can't almost get a kid to practice for an hour anymore, I think, in music. Sports, maybe, yes. Yeah. But yeah, you know, I'm lucky to get a kid to admit that they practice 10, 15 minutes several times a week. So
this mentoring program, is there a place online that somebody can go and find out about it?
Yes, schoolofrock.com.
Schoolofrock.com.
/Atlanta. And for the little ones, you can catch it at Little Wing, just like the Jimi Hendrix song.
littlewing.com.
/Atlanta.
/Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can find me there. You can find me online on Facebook at Magno Music.
Well, being a great musician and singer yourself, I know that mentoring these children has to not only be important to you, but you're passing on your talents to them.
Exactly.
So if you're listening and watching, you need to go to schoolofrock.com /Atlanta or Little Wing, Little wing.com /Atlanta, and check it out. Find Magno. See, it's hard because he goes by Magno. I know him as Mike, and it's like Magno. Magno.
Well, you know, it's so funny, around certain circles of friends, they've shortened it to Mags. Yeah, just Mags. Like Mag Wheels. So
there you go, dude.
I'll answer to that too.
All right, Mags. Very cool. I like that,
man.
Well, thanks for coming today. I really
you.
appreciate it. We're going to hear a song from Magno. What are we going to hear?
I think it's called
no title yet. It's a brand new song.
It's a neat rendition of a song that was called "Be the Man." But I think it's going to be called "Be the Man" parentheses something. So
see something
parentheses.
Okay, parentheses. Yeah. See something. So we're going to hear "Be the Man" parentheses see something by Magno. We'll be right back.
Thanks. In my heart, I wanna fight for something romantic. Two stars colliding right from the start. 'Cause all of my yesterdays are faded away. I see you standing there. All I wanna say is I wanna walk right beside you. I wanna run through strawberry fields. I wanna taste the salt of your ocean and be the man who loves you back. Try to define this lovely attraction. I'll give you my